Good evening, folks. It's a very pleasant evening here where I am. Sun hasn't really gone down yet. What is it? 11:05, and that's every bit as light as it looks. But I've got the telescope out. I've been having a big play, so I'll just give you a quick introduction. Celestron CPC 800, dew shield, dovetail, auto align, dew heater, electronic focus, focal reducer, improved diagonal, auxiliary splitter. But what I really want to talk about is this. Now, I know it's upside down and I am sorry, but this is the Bresser HD, full HD deep sky cam and guider. I've never used it as a guider. I'm not really in need of a guider at the moment, but this is a £220 camera. It uses a Sony sensor, and I'm just going to turn the illumination off. So I'm not massively light polluted, but again, as you can see, it isn't very dark. So you can just see that star over that tree. That might even be Jupiter, actually, I don't know. There's, I'm going to see it. Yep, just there, did you see that? There's Vega. And I'm just looking at, with that little camera, this is Albireo, and it's a double star. Now obviously I'm sorry about the horrible haze, but you can see that one's yellow and that one's blue. We don't actually know whether these are a binary system or whether it's just an optical illusion and that one is so much further away or that one's so much closer. But the point is that you can quite clearly discern that there's colour. Now, the little blue pixel there, that's a duff pixel. That's a duff pixel. That's a star. That's a star. And I've focused him with my Tri-Bartonov mask. But that's, as I say, this little camera, when I bought this, the only sort of really good cameras were the Attics, and they were, you were looking at £1,000. Well, now there's the ZWOs, but the cheapest ZWO is £500. It's more than double what this little Bresser is. And okay, full confession, I have just bought myself a ZWO because for the money, but only because I'm now convinced that I can warrant the upgrade. But this little Bresser has done me proud. It's a cracking little camera, and I've taken some incredible images. So what I'll do, I'll just pause the video and we'll go over to something else. I'm just having a play tonight, so I'll have a zoom over to the Ring Nebula, which should be available, and let's see what's going on there. Back in a moment. Okay folks, I've just slewed the scope over to the Ring Nebula. I've set the exposure for 20 seconds. You see the gains on 896, and here, look, here's the Ring Nebula. So we'll just up the exposure. So let's try 30 seconds. So I'll just pause the video. Okay, there we are. I'm sorry you can't see it particularly well, but I'm sure you can see the colour there. Now, there's absolutely no other processing in that image. None whatsoever. So this little Bresser camera is for the money. It's remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Let's try something else. Hold on. Okay, this is always, excuse me, always a difficult target. But that there is the Andromeda Galaxy, which is about 2.5 million light years away from us. Now, it really is, it's too much to ask for that little camera to resolve that. But what you're looking at there is another galaxy, far, far away, a very long time ago, 2.5 million years. So is how we're seeing it now. I'm seeing it as it was 2.5 million years ago. Again, that little sort of 20-30 pound camera is showing you another galaxy. And as you can see, look, it's not exactly, it's not dark, and it's quite a big estate over the house in front of me. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So if you're in the market for or you want to experiment but feel sort of £500-600 for a bigger camera is a bit too much, just want to experiment, or you might not want to warrant spending that much money just to try, I absolutely recommend the Bresser. Now it comes with a piece of software called Tube Sky, which is quite good when you get used to it. This is Sharp Cap, and I'm trying to learn this because it's a little bit more upmarket. But folks, from me and my trusty telescope, I'll bid you farewell, and I'm going to have a look and see if I can capture some more interesting images. Thanks for watching.